Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kyle Riker back at you another review, and today we take a look at the AEW Unmatched Series 6 Malakai Black. You knew this one was coming. I mentioned I was going to track this baby down, and sure enough I did. I got him for a good price finally because he was sold out everywhere, so I went on eBay, found an auction, got him pretty cheap. Well, not super cheap, but I got him for a good deal. Anyways, he looks freaking awesome. Like, I cannot wait to rip this bad boy open and see how he compares to his figures when he was known as Aleister Black. But first things first, starting off with the packaging. Of course, we got Malakai Black down there. He's number 45, Series 6. Badass picture right there. Of course, the AEW up there. Same thing on the side here. Number 45, Series 6. And on the side, his secret letter is an H. In the back, we have a picture of Malakai. Of course, Malakai Black. This is from Dynamite, September 8th, 2021 in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then down below, the other figures in Series 6. Of course, Malakai Black, Santana, Ortiz, Ruby Soho, Owen Hart, and Mr. Brody Lee. I have already done reviews of Owen Hart and Brody Lee, so if you have not seen those, check those out. And Ruby Soho, I'll probably pick her up very soon as part of the Halloween sale from Ringside Collectibles. And Santana Ortiz, major pass for me. I don't know, I just don't care for the outfits. And the face paint just looks a little weird. I mean they're decent figures, but I don't know, I don't know. Anyways, that's it for the packaging. So let's open up Malakai Black and see what we have. We're right back. Right, so here is Malakai Black out of his packaging, and freaking sick figure. I mean, awesome. Is it as good as the Supreme Collection? No. No. But for what you get in the Unmatched series, this is one of the best figures. This is probably one of the best Unmatched figures of the year. Just fantastic. I love it. A couple small issues with it, but I'll get into that later on. Alright, first up, his accessories. He comes with 2 pairs of hands. He has a pair of fists and a pair of standard grips. Which, one thing I wanted to comment on was the tattoos. They're actually much bigger than they were on his Aleister Black figures when he was in the WWE. Like, here's one of his figures here. See, it's much bigger on the AEW one, and the colors are a little bit darker, which is more accurate. So I'm glad Jazzware is definitely a big step up from Mattel. And he does come with an alternate head, unmatched, which I'll get into that in a second. And he does come with his jacket or cloak, whatever you want to call it, and it does have a detachable bandana. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt to button it in there, but once you get it, it's fine. See, it just unpegs there from the side, like that, and then it just comes off like a regular jacket. And it is a very flexible rubber, so it's not like a hard rubber or anything. As I mentioned, the bandana does detach, so if you wanted to put this on him but not have the bandana, you can detach it if you want. Kind of basic. Has the spikes and everything. I mean, it's very nicely sculpted detail, but there's not much to it. Now, for his skull mask, it's part of the head. It's molded on there, so you cannot take it off. Or can you? No, it's molded on there. So if you want him without the skull mask, you have to swap the head. But before we do that, let's take a look at this awesome mask here, which I prefer the way it's painted on this one as opposed to the Supreme one. I don't know, it just looks a little bit more realistic, and I just think it looks better like with the dark wash to it. I just think it looks better on this one. But it looks awesome. And it looks pretty good on his head in general. And I'm going to swap this out for the unmasked one where the mask is off. There we go. And there he is without it. So like I said, if you want him without it, just take the head off. Yeah, just swap it. And then talking about his other head, great likeness. I think it looks just like him. And I do like the continuity, how he has the contact lens in there, and then he has some of the face paint, which is a callback to his feud with Seth Rollins in the WWE, which I didn't care for that feud, but I'm glad he keeps with continuity and keeps kayfabe with that. Like I say, it looks nice. It's a great head sculpt. Got the tattoos on the head there, which surprisingly the one with the mask does not. See, it's missing the head tattoos, but that's okay. All right. So like I said, good job on the face paint and the beard and the tattoos that are on there, and the hair's not bad. Now moving down, here's one of my complaints, and I think it's an okay torso choice, but I think it's a little bit too big. I don't know, maybe it's just me because I'm used to his Mattel figures of when he was known as Aleister Black, where he was very, very small. I don't know. I think this should be a tad bit smaller because I don't think he was ever this big. And he's got all his tattoos, and they look really great on it. A very nice job on the tattoos. Of course, he's got the tattoos on his hands there. He does say anti-hero on his knuckles. Of course, he's got the stomach tattoos, which he did get recently before he got released and joined AEW. And then on the back, of course, he's got the big tattoo, which here's one of the issues, and that is when you move his back, see, it just cuts off there, so it looks a little awkward. So you have to pose him a certain way to get his full tattoo in there. Same thing with the chest tattoos, same thing. Standard black wrist tape, and then the black trunks, just standard black trunks, nothing on the back or anything. I'm glad it's the trunks this time, because his other figure had the shorts, which I did not care for him when he had the shorts on when he first started in AEW. I was like, what the heck? So I prefer it this way. And then, of course, he's got all his leg tattoos, which is a nice upgrade. Very cool. And I like these knee pads, too, with the sculpted texture to it, which continue down to his boots. Awesome. His chest is a little wobbly, like a bobblehead, but it's not bad. Yeah, his joints are nice and tight, nice and firm, but they're not so tight that you can't move them. Yeah, so that's nice. Oop, he almost fell over. That's because I didn't have his foot positioned properly. Here we go. So, awesome figure. For a couple of comparisons, here's a couple of his figures when he was known as Aleister Black in the WWE. Here's Elite Series 73, which is probably my favorite. So they definitely made him taller, so that's actually more accurate because with his Aleister Black figures, he was always made too short, aside from his NXT Elite, which I don't have. And then finally, this is actually kind of where, it wouldn't surprise me if this is where the inspiration for this came from. Elite Series 85. As you see, it's kind of like a similar design with the spikes and everything. Let me take that off real quick. Alright, this is the Chase variant, so it does have the Reaper symbol on the knee pad. So I need to track down the regular version. Anyways, I think they look great together. I do prefer this head sculpt, like from the WWE figures, much better, because I think it looks more like him. But I don't know, this is still a great head sculpt for the AEW one. Anyways, they look great. So, anyways, articulation. Standard for AEW figures, head rotates 360, kind of. I think because of his ponytail and the torso is a little bit too big, so it kind of blocks it a little bit. Does have to hinge the neck, so it can go up and down slightly, so kind of limited with the head. Arms rotate 360, can go in and out. Rotate the bicep. Double jointed elbow. Rotate the wrist and then hinge at the wrist. Can it? Yeah, mine's tight because mine's new. I just opened it. Of course, upper torso. Kinda swivel waist. Legs forward and back, in and out. Rotate the thigh. Double jointed knee. Love that. Swivel the boot. Hinge at the ankle. And the ankle pivot. However, this one's limited. You can hardly move the pivot on this one. So that's a little disappointing. Just minor limited possibility with the ankle pivot. But that's okay. I don't use it. I don't use it that much. Aside from, like submission moves or something for figure photography or stop motions. That's okay. Anyways, overall, really nice figure. I'm really impressed with it. Like I said, not as great as the Supreme figure, but for a more affordable version to fit in with your Unrivaled and Unmatched, this is a great freaking figure. One of my favorite figures in my AEW collection. And I'm not just saying that because I'm such a mark for Malakai Black, aka Aleister Black. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I've been such a mark for this dude, no matter where he's at. Whether he's on the indies as Tommy End, in NXT slash WWE as Aleister Black, or even here in AEW as Malakai. Awesome figure. Like, the only issue with it is, of course, slight loose in the torso and limited posability in the head and the ankle pivot. But aside from that, great figure. So I would say if you're a Malakai Black fan or fan of the House of Black, this is a great figure to pick up. If you can't find the Supreme one, which surprisingly the Supreme one you cannot find anywhere. I've checked eBay, Ringside Collectibles, Amazon, like it's like nowhere to be found. Whereas this one's pretty easy to find. You can find this one no problem on eBay and stuff. I don't know, like I said, I prefer this one over the Supreme one, just the way it's molded and everything. But detail-wise, the Supreme one's better. So it's pick your poison. And it's a great figure. Pick him up if you can. I cannot wait for the next figure coming out in Series 8 where he's in the suit. And I cannot wait to get the other figures in that set, which is Buddy Matthews and Brody King. So we're going to have all three of the House of Black. That's gonna be pretty awesome to see. So you might want to stay tuned for reviews of that. Like I said, as far as this figure goes, great figure. Pick him up if you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Be sure to check out my AEW figure reviews playlist to check out every AEW review I've done up to this point. And also be sure to check out my reviews of Owen Hart and Brody Lee if you have not seen it. Stay tuned for a review of Ruby Soho. And stay tuned for future reviews of Unmatched Series 8, Malakai Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King. So stay tuned for that. And also make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a single review. And stay tuned for more reviews of not just AEW, but WWE action figures, toy hunts, stop motions, shorts, and a whole lot more. So be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream, and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care, guys. Bye.